All right. Good evening, everyone. It's 7 o'clock, so we'll call the February 18th, 2021 meeting of the Rockdale County Board of Order. Welcome, everyone. As usual, we'd love to start our meeting with a prayer, if we could. Lord God, we thank you for the opportunity for us to be able to meet together. And as we always request, we request tonight that you always lead us in making the best decisions for Rockdale County. Thank you very much. And we also would like to have the Pledge of Allegiance. And I don't know if we planned on having a flag or whatever, but there we go. There we go. All right. If we could all, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I think everybody's muted but me, unfortunately. All right, to make sure that we have a quorum tonight, we'll do a roll call. Bridget Howell. Bridget with us tonight? Kevin Fuller. Nichelle Ford.
Present.
Deborah Tillman.
Present.
All right, then with myself, Deborah Wilson, then we do have 3, so we do have a quorum for our meeting this evening. Do we have a motion for the approval of tonight's agenda?
I move that we accept the agenda for this evening's meeting.
A second.
All right, we have a motion by Nichelle Ford and a second by Deborah Tillman to approve the agenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And all opposed? All right, the motion does pass unanimously. We need to have a motion for the approval of the minutes of our January 5th, 2021 regular meeting. A motion for that?
Make a motion.
I second.
So
Alright.
just to interrupt real quick, our January 5th meeting minutes are not ready yet. We are switching to a new software to hopefully speed up that process, but those should be ready for this meeting.
Okay, so we don't want to take a vote on that just yet? Sorry, you were on mute there.
Sorry.
So do not take a motion on that at the moment?
That's correct.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you. All righty. Well then, Mr. Barr, if you can we have the rules of procedure for public hearings read?
Anna, I don't know if anyone else heard that, but on my end, I didn't hear it.
I did not either.
Nor I.
All right. We don't have any old or unfinished business this evening, so we'll go right to our new business. The new business consists of variance case 202102 -02, sorry, concerning 1148 Fountain Crest Drive Southeast, Conyers, Georgia, 30013. The impervious surface variance request from table 1 of section 214-1 to permit the construction of a pool and associated concrete decking resulting in an impervious surface percentage of 35.89%, which is an increase of 15.89% over the maximum of 20% in the R1 zoning district. Our applicant is Jerome and Janice Boger and Metro Pools and Patios, and the property owner is Jerome and Janice Boger. I hope I'm pronouncing that last name correctly. I apologize if I'm not. All right, our county planner, Mr. Barr, you'll present the case for us.
Sure. So this is actually very simple variance case. The pool was already approved, and so this is actually for the pool shelter. And so this is just out of the requirements of having the proper footing for the canopy that's going over the pool that will require additional space around the pool. So initially when the pool was approved, that was used with an administrative variance, which bumped the impervious surface up to 29%. And then with the canopy and the footings that are required for the canopy to be secure, that took it over the 30% benchmark, which pushed it into this process. So this is just a quick overview. This is the site plan and then the engineer site plan for the proposed pool canopy. And as you can kind of see these shadows right here. Those are just the support beams that will hold up the canopy. So we're talking about just a simple glass canopy. And then over here, you can see it's highlighted the extent of the canopy. So it's just a covering of their backyard pool. And again, this is also a standard pool. Okay, so staff does recommend approval. And like I mentioned earlier, the permit application and subsequent site plan were reviewed by county staff using our county development standards for accessory structures, which include swimming pools. And we initially had to deny it because of the impervious surface issue and table it to this process. We have found that the property in question has implemented all of the adequate setbacks as required by the UDO. This property is not on a significant grade. There are no stormwater buffers on the property. So there's no threat or any potential stormwater runoff. In addition, I would like to add that our stormwater department has approved this plan as well. So that stormwater department approval team is made up of stormwater engineers. So they have looked over everything and have given it the green light. The property owner has also supplied sufficient notice to adjacent neighbors, none of which object to the proposed pool or pool shelter. And additionally, this plan has been approved by the neighborhood HOA. So as far as staff is concerned, this request meets all the criteria highlighted in section 238-9 of the UDO. All right. So I will turn it back over to Chair.
All right, do we have anyone speaking for the applicant tonight?
Yes, I believe if Mr. Jerome, Ms. Janice would like to speak, this would be the time.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Say thank you first to Mr. Barr for all of his assistance that he's given us in this project. I still had a question as to whether or not we will know when the board approves the recommendation, and then how do we proceed from there?
Sure, so I can answer that real quick. So the board will make that vote and decision tonight. So we'll all be here for that decision. And then since our stormwater department has already reviewed the permit applications as well, it'll be a matter of days and you should receive your permits for everything. So we'll send you a notification in the next Give us about 3 business days to type up our official letters and you'll be all set.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Good to meet y'all. All righty, I'll open up for the public hearing now. I'll now call the public hearing to order. Is there anyone present tonight, Mr. Barr, for comment?
So we did not have anybody virtually. Deputy Director Jacobs, is anybody in the auditorium tonight?
No, we do not have anyone in the auditorium tonight, Mr. Barr.
All right, since there's no one for the public hearing portion, I'll now call the public hearing portion on the variance case 2021-02 regarding 1149 Fountain Crest Drive to be closed. This variance case now then will be open for our board to discuss. We'll go around to each person and see if you have any questions at all for our planner or for the applicants at all. Since there's just, and I wanted to confirm, I don't want to leave anyone out. I didn't hear Ms. Howell or Mr. Fuller. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
from what I'm looking at, it's just Miss Nichelle and Miss Deborah with you tonight.
All right. Okay, Ms. Ford, do you have any questions or comments for the county or the applicant?
So yes, I do have a question. Good evening, everyone. So the original approval for the pool did not include the shelter, correct?
That is correct. Typically, when so the Bogers have contracted out a pool company to do all of the permitting and all of the construction. So typically, when those companies go through all of the permitting channels, they permit it in phases. So the first phase we got was for the concrete, then the actual pool construction, and then the final permit we received was for the pool shelter.
So the pool shelter was in addition to or an afterthought and not a part of the original plan, just so that
No.
I'm clear of the whole setup, because that's the way it comes across to me. So it was
Sure.
the original plan.
That is correct. It's just a process that most contractors go through. They kind of piecemeal it together as the county moves along in our process. But when you look at the final plans, this was all a part of the final plan.
Okay, and it's before us because it has gone over that 30% that allows the staff to approve, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, that's it for my questions.
I would like to add too, a point of clarification that this lot is in the same zoning district as the lot we had last month. So this is a R1B, which has since been removed from the UDO because of the issues that come across that we're dealing with today. And so this is just one of those things we're kind of having to fix some historical errors that were made in some zoning ordinances tonight.
Thank you.
I think you actually answered my question then, Mr. Barr. That's exactly what I was wondering if because this was the second time in a row that we had it, and it seemed like it was correcting, would need to be corrected in the ordinance.
Yes, there is, I would say between 1985 and the early 2000s, we had a lot of development in the South Rockdale area that was under the R1B zoning district. I mean, of course, the UDO has since been simplified, and that way to avoid variance requests that are as simple as this one. So yes, just a point of clarification for you guys.
Okay. All right. Well, that takes care of the question for me. Ms. Tumlin, do you have any other questions?
I did, but they've all been answered now, and I don't know if y'all noticed, but Ms. Howell has joined us now also.
Okay. All righty.
So I'm good.
Good. All right. I think that takes care of my questions as well. And Ms. Ford, you're good. You've got all your questions answered. Okay. All right.
Ms. Howell's on. I don't know if you heard me.
Yes.
Yeah, I had previously looked over the document and didn't have any questions about it.
Okay. All right, then does anyone have a motion on this variance?
I move that we accept the variance in order to include the additional overhang for the
And
work
I second it.
we've done.
And I second the motion.
Okay. All right, we have a motion by Ms. Ford and a second by Ms. Howell to approve variance case 2021-02 regarding 1148 Fountain Crest Drive. All those in favor? Aye.
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 None opposed? Motion does pass unanimously. All right, our next item on the agenda is an exciting one. You get to vote for the chair and vice chair. As Mr. Barr had put in his email, that comes up every year. And I'm not sure exactly how the process will go. So Mr. Barr, you can just interrupt me if I go through this process incorrectly. But I have enjoyed my time as being chairperson. But since my time will kind of run out before the next full year is up, I'd like to make motion or vote. I'd like to throw Ms. Ford's name in the hat for chairperson. If she
I
could be willing.
second that nomination.
Double second.
All right, Mr. Barr, can you kind of help us along here, how we would, first of all, we hope Ms. Ford will accept. And you explain to us how we'll go along on
She's
this process?
smiling. I think that's, she's
It's a good thing,
smiling. I
yes.
think that's
Thank you,
acceptance.
ladies.
That's a
Thank you
good
for the
thing.
vote of confidence. Thank you, ladies.
We appreciate your diligence through this past few meetings and stuff. And that's what it definitely takes, is some due diligence and really digging into things. So we appreciate the time, we really do.
I appreciate all of you, all of your assistance and all of your help.
All right. So Mr. Barr, how do we make that official, or do we just say it's official?
So I believe that somebody needs to motion for a vote. and
I make a motion for a vote.
All right. All of those in favor of Ms. Ford being our chairperson going forward? Aye.
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 All right. Any opposed? All right. Then unanimously, Ms. Ford, you will be our chairperson going forward.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. All right. And then for our vice chair,
I make a motion for Ms. Howell to continue.
okay, that's exactly what I was going to say. Ms. Howell, if you would like to continue vice chair, that would be my opinion as well.
I make a motion that we vote.
Okay.
All right, let's vote. I vote aye.
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 All right. And the vote, and no nays, right? Okay, so we all vote unanimously that Ms. Howell will continue to be vice chair. Congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, perfect. All right, that's the most exciting thing we've done this year. Right.
It seemed
Well,
like
it's
I
not-
logged
not
in
for the
just in time.
Yeah.
Just in time, there you go. All right. Next item on our agenda is the reports. The UDO is being amended so that a specific day is not provided. The next regularly scheduled Board of Adjustment meeting is to be determined.
And I would like to add, if I could,
Mhm.
we did get all the survey results in, and so we are going to kind of work with our buildings groups and see what spaces are available. And we're also considering too how long we might be meeting virtually as well, and all of this. So I appreciate everybody responding to the survey, and we're gonna hopefully get something out back to you guys tomorrow, as far as a date going forward. So that should be determined by tomorrow.
Can we vote to have these meetings around one of those pools we've approved?
Exactly. Two so far.
The one with the shelter. My vote is the one with the shelter. Then it's rain.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes, keep that sun off of us. All right. Okay, we'll open up the meeting for public comments. Has to be excluding our case that we've discussed tonight. Is there anyone present in the auditorium?
No, we don't have anyone in the auditorium for public comment tonight.
All right.
Are you lonely?
You just all by yourself there?
No, I have company. I have Tara Sinclair with me, so I'm not all by myself. So other than that, it's very, very quiet tonight. So we miss seeing you guys.
Gotcha. I know it was kind of twofold here of not being able to get together and see each other, but
Yeah.
that's good. Understand these times. Do we have anybody on Zoom or Facebook that has any public comments, Mr. Barr? You're on mute. there,
mute.
Mr.
Sorry, I'm never going to be used to that. I don't believe we do at the moment. I think we can continue on.
All right, then. Well, we don't have any other items on our agenda for tonight, so we will stand adjourned. The time is 7:21 p.m. Thank you, everyone.
Good
Appreciate
night,
it.
everyone.
All right, thank you.
Night.
Goodbye.
Thank y'all. Have a good
Bye.
night.